Good morning. I have the luxury of being the iGrad principal in the Kent School District. The Kent School District has partnered with Green River College to create our grades 9 through 14 schools, so to speak. And we offer students hope, encouragement, motivation, opportunity, and a second plus chance at getting the unique needs of the whole child met. If you were to ask a random iGrad student, what are the top 2 things you like best about iGrad? I can assure you that one of those things would be flexibility, the flexibility that we provide. We provide students with 6 credential pathway options that include different types of certificates, degrees, and diplomas. We also allow students to have physical access to their education from 7 in the morning to 9 at night. In addition, they have 4 different locations to choose from, and they can access school year-round. All of these services that we provide through iGrad is tuition-free, fee-free, and without fees for books. And topping it off, I can say, students can earn dual high school and college credits at the exact same time. After meeting the unique needs of iGrad students for about a year and a half, I was contacted by Claudia Rowe from the Seattle Times. She had heard of some of the wonderful things we were doing at iGrad and says, you know, Carol, I'd like to come and hang out at iGrad for a couple of days. We were amazed to wind up on the front page of the Seattle Times and then have 2 more pages inside the paper. And this was back in January 2014. What was even more amazing to me was the number of people in the community who wanted to reach out and give a hand. Because believe me, we can certainly use the help. There are so many ways that members of the community can contribute to these students' success. I want to tell you in particular about Dr. Stan Chernikoff, who has reached out and continues to help us today. Dr. Stan Chernikoff is a retired geology professor from the University of Washington. He earned a Distinguished Teacher Award there. And he was also very involved in student athletics, directing a program that helps student athletes balance athletics with academics through tutoring or mentoring. Stan stays in touch with a lot of these guys or athletes that he's helped over time, a lot of which have gone on to great lives as business people and community leaders. And he wondered, after a visit to iGrad, if these students or prior University of Washington athletic alumni and current athletes would be interested in starting a legacy and mentoring our iGrad students. I thought it was a great idea. And we began to pull together what I call the iGrad Husky Mentorship Program. Now, once a month, including yesterday, our students, girls and boys, have an opportunity to connect with different advisors or mentors. We also frequent the Founders Club at the University of Washington as well to connect with additional University of Washington alumni and hear from people who, like them, may have had a rough time. But through their resilience and hard work, they've made some good with their lives. The advisors or mentors also stay in regular touch with our mentees who wish to be called leaders. They find lots of ways to share motivation with them. And I would say that because these young men are busy as advisors and women as well, we discuss different levels of involvement. So if they could not make it to the lunches, that's okay. Then show up at the UW Founders Club for our nightly rendezvous. And if you can't do that, what I asked them is, can you help us make an iGrad app with recordings? And they said, we sure could. I said, well, it can sound something like, get up, get up, get up, get out of bed and get yourself to iGrad. Or perhaps, maybe students should have a menu of choices to choose from their advisors, motivating them to get to the next step, whatever that may be, because I can assure you they certainly hear my voice quite often. And some come in to visit me just for that purpose. United Way has gotten behind this mentorship program financially, and so I do want to say thank you, United Way. And I have to tell you that this program has grown from 5 boys to 60 boys, and from about 20 advisors or mentors to about 40 advisors. Now, not only do the advisors or mentors include the University of Washington athletes and athletic alumni, it also includes people who have careers in the military and clergy as well, and just good folks from the community. We've also added a girls' leadership program. And I would say that after one rendezvous in the Founders Club, I asked the students to reflect on the program and what it means to them. Here are a few of those comments. They helped me to believe my goal and made me try harder. I think they can help me in the future because they believe that anyone can do big in their life. I think this will help other male students, as many of us grow up in single-parent homes with much more adversity to overcome under our own roof. I like how they were there to help me succeed, giving me advice, sharing their failures and successes with me. And finally, my mother passed away 2 years ago. My father didn't really help me with anything except get me into iGrad. I wish this mentorship meeting was an everyday thing because I would be going every single time. Thank you for listening and for supporting this work. And know that it takes a community to successfully prepare all students for their futures.